3 years ago, after my boyfriend vanished, I found out I was pregnant. I thought he was dead, and just when I was ready to move on with my daughter, he suddenly reappeared, only now as my stepsister's fiancé. He acted like he didn't even remember me, and I had no intention of stirring up the past. But when I realized my sister was secretly tangled up with my ex, I didn't hesitate for a second. I announced I would marry him myself. I had just stepped inside when I saw him, Rick. For a second, I froze, glued to the floor, wondering if my mind was playing tricks. Rick? I whispered, almost afraid to believe it. He stopped, his brow furrowed. Have we met before? My breath caught, my fingers tightened around Lena's hand. I stared at him too long enough for him to raise a brow. No, I finally said, steadying myself, we haven't. He tilted his head. You just seem familiar. His eyes flicked toward Lena. My body shifted closer, protective. He didn't know. He couldn't know. Not after the way he'd thrown me out. My father's voice sliced through the tension. Impossible. She's my daughter, and she doesn't walk in your circles. He waved us forward. Inside, the house looked overly decorated, all flowers and shiny fabrics. My stepmother stood by the fireplace with a drink, eyes raking me up and down before she scoffed. Rick stayed close to my father, calm, collected, like none of this mattered. Oh, look who crawled back, my stepmother sneered, her voice sharpened as she looked at Lena, and with a child out of wedlock. Lena flinched. I stepped forward. She has a name. She's not what you just called her. She's my daughter. Say it again, and you'll regret it. The room went silent. I held her stare. I never asked this family for anything, but I'll never allow you to talk down to her. Dinner was awkward, silverware clinking between forced conversation. Lena sat quietly beside me, and without thinking, my hand rested against her back. Across the table, Rick laughed at something my father said, his jaw flexing, his fingers curling around his glass. I couldn't stop looking. Did he really not remember me? Every time he turned his head, I was still staring. And then Marissa snapped, why do you keep staring at him? Her fork clattered against her plate. He's my fiancé. Stop looking at him like that. Heat rushed up my neck. I pushed back my chair. I need the bathroom. The hallway was cooler, quieter. I splashed water on my face, whispering to myself, you're fine. But when I opened the door, a hand yanked me sideways. My back hit the wall. Rick's hand gripped my wrist, the other braced above my head. His eyes scanned my face, sharp and searching. I can't stop thinking I've seen you before, he murmured. My chest clenched. He meant it. He really didn't know. I lifted my chin, forcing myself to stay steady. Maybe because I'm your fiancé's sister. I shoved lightly at his chest. This is ridiculous. Someone could see us. You're marrying Marissa. He didn't move, didn't speak, just stared like he was trying to piece something together. God, he was still handsome. Too handsome for someone who'd wrecked me. Eventually, he stepped aside. I hurried back, heels clicking like gunshots. Marissa narrowed her eyes the moment I returned. Why do you look like you've just seen a ghost? I didn't answer. Rick walked in seconds later, and the whole table watched us like we were part of some show. Then Marissa's phone lit up. She slipped out of the room, moving fast. Curiosity pulled me after her. Through the cracked door of the den, I heard her hissing into the phone. I told you to stop calling me. It's over. I'm marrying someone rich now. I don't care if we were together last night. Just leave me alone. I staggered back, stomach twisting. Perfect Marissa, my father's golden child, lying her way